Okay.
Now we can start coloring things. I had to adjust my mic. Parka.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the plan?
I want to teach you um materials.
Material, girl. Material. Continue.
Um there's what I was saying earlier. Uh there's you have materials and then you have um
Mhm.
textures. Sorry, I'm doing multiple things at a time.
Get your hand out of your
Um
pants.
but be fish again.
Your fish Kazuki? Is that what you said?
No? Um there's textures and then there's materials. Materials can use textures. Textures are just textures. So one is a whole bunch of stuff that makes an object look different. The other one is a photo that you slap onto a model. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Kinda, yeah.
So think of it this way. If it'll load. If we go, oh God, where's my tree? So did it do anything? Oh, I'm frozen. Are you frozen or am I frozen?
um, I don't know. I can move my stuff.
Okay.
There it goes.
Hmm.
Soon as you open a Dr. Pepper.
Okay. So, um, basically, so this is there's a couple ways to do it, but most part, this and this are the same thing. So you have your properties over here like normal, but we're specifically in the material properties, which is just gonna have a whole lot of information. Um, and this down here is like the material node editor, which basically, you remember when we were talking about coding and you could do like a visual coding?
Where you connect stuff.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
This this works the exact same way. Um, so to explain what materials is again, basically you can take a texture and you can put the texture as one layer.
Oh,
So we can put the texture as one layer, but then maybe we can take like another texture. Doesn't always have to be a texture, but you get better stuff. Maybe just a noise texture, which looks like this. Hold on. It's just like
wow. Looks like
random,
rainbow
yeah.
or an oil
But
spill.
instead of just putting it on the object, just bam, texture. What we can do is we can put it on a different type of layer. So in this case, the next layer is a metallic layer, which will change. Let me actually. No, that's fine actually. So we have a metallic layer, which will change it to like metallic looking, right?
Mhm.
Well, we can take this noise texture and put it on this metallic layer, and the metallic layer will,
It's like reflective.
yeah, but it's like, it's, the best way to think of it is black and white are 0 and 1. And so it's reflective by 0 in the black areas and 1 in the other areas.
Hmm.
So let me make it more. Actually, let me do this instead. Nope, we're gonna do that instead. I'm gonna make it more obvious exactly what it's doing with some math. Color ramp. If I make black and white as close as possible, it'll look like this.
It's a
Okay?
Dalmatian.
Yes. And now because we have black and white, so this is 1, this is 0. And so wherever there is, I think 0, we'll have metallic. Okay, hold on, wait. Ta-da!
Hmm.
I was wrong. It's 1. Does this kind of make sense?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, like, we're gonna have
Basically,
metallic trees.
No, but
Okay.
think materials like car paint.
Or like snow. Does that look like it might be snow? So like more of a reflective kind of on cars and stuff and like windows.
Hold on. Not visually, but like how it works. So with paint, you have a base, or is it a primer, a base, then the coat, then a clear coat,
Mhm.
then wax. That's how materials are. So you have a bunch of different stuff for like the way it looks versus just a texture, which is just an image on something.
It
A
looks like a brick
material
house.
is to make it look like metallic or make it look glossy
Look
or
like it's metal.
non-glossy. Different things. Metal is one of those. Yeah. Let's just put this back. Oh wait, I don't want that. I just want metallic. There's another important one, which is roughness, which kind of looks like it undoes metallic, and it kind of does. Basically, roughness is like when you sand,
Sand the car down.
use sandpaper, has more roughness.
Mhm.
So,
Grades.
like, see, it makes it more reflective or less reflective, basically. The easiest way to tell what it's doing is with a light, which is all the way over there. I don't think a light does anything. Yeah, I need to go run it. Okay, with a light, it's basically how much of it catches the light. So the more rough it is, the more everything kind of catches it. And then so you can kind of see that's the reflection of the light.
Hmm.
It kind of just kind of starts to blur into it. You know how like I think it's velvet that kind of just looks weird.
Yeah.
It's basically that. The more roughness you have, the more it kind of like catches a bunch of light. And then of course you can put metallic up as well. But that more of like changes the color that gets caught. And then there's a bunch of other stuff, but we're not going to worry about it. But that's what a material is. It's going to be like how you make something look like
The void.
glass. Yeah, if you delete everything. Where is... They've reorganized everything, so... Shader. There it is. So this is where we'll like make it normal or like shove a texture on it. You could just shove a texture straight on it if you want, and it'll have no like shadows. Sometimes. Yeah, has no shadow. Let's see. Your computer's gonna hate this, but like here's a glass one. Wow, that looks terrible. So there's two different renderers on this, and I do not like this one. Look how pretty it is.
Looks like
Here, let me just...
looks like it's having a seizure. Looks like static TV. Pretty cool.
Well, that's just because it's rendering at half quality. But like you see refractions and stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so pretty.
Little sparkles.
I can make it like... Yeah. Then there's also for like volumetrics. There it is. Volume... Oh, why? There it is. That was on the wrong one. Volume. And now it's like not solid. It's just like
Blur.
yeah,
The phantom.
but like it's even more noticeable when you have a light source in it. Let me change this into this. Power. You see, it's like volumetric. That's what materials is going to do for us, is give us different type of like visual properties. However, we're not going to make it too complicated. So we're just going to keep it simple. Okay. So the simplest one there is diffused, and that's just color and roughness. That's it.
Good. Good. And to do
let's go
that,
back to
you're
this, just 'cause
holding
it runs better.
right click and K to select all the sides. I'm trying to remember. It's been a few
Hold on.
days.
No, it's okay. I'm just. We've never used K.
I thought that was or no, G is to move it, right?
Yeah, G is to move. Right click is to pull up this window. You'll only ever use right click when you like do something and you want to reset position. It will not undo extruding. It'll just simply reset position.
Just like tugging and letting go.
Yes. You know. Yeah.
How did you select the sides?
I'm in edit mode right now.
Oh, so like what? You just click them?
Yeah, I just click them because we have it set to faces instead of vertices. because it'd be easier.
Oh
And
yeah.
I just hold shift.
That lets you
Oh my
select.
god.
Oh, it's shift and click.
Yeah, just left click. God, it's so bright in here.
That's a fucking ugly tree.
God dang it! The wheel keeps running away from me. Okay. Your turn.
Okay. Uh,
Oh.
Hold on.
Here, let me do. No, never mind. Never mind. Sorry.
Ha.
Yeah.
Us smarticles. I'll figure it out.
Good job. I'll walk you through it, by the way. So
Shift.
just tell me when you're ready.
Edit mode. Oh,
Hold on. What did you do to do that?
change it to edit mode.
Oh, just with the mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't, for some reason, I can't see your mouse move. Hold on. Let me move the mouse real quick. Okay, now do things. Yeah, I just can't see the mouse anymore. I don't know why. That's weird.
Why does it have so many red lines?
I do not know what you did, but you hit something you're not supposed to, and I tried to undo it, and there was not a simple undo button. So just ignore the color difference. It won't affect what we're trying to do. So I do believe currently you have the top half selected.
No, I
Is that
thought
what
I
you're trying to
selected
select?
this.
I can't see your mouse. Hold on. Let me. Mhm. Okay. You tried to select this?
Yeah, I selected all this. I held shift and clicked.
Well, the 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 problem is it was all already selected, so what you did is deselect all of that. Okay. It's all selected?
Mm-hmm. And
Okay,
then
so what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to guess or you want me to show you?
Both.
You want me? You okay? You want to guess and have me tell you if you're wrong or not, or how you want to guess?
Assign. Okay, I'm wrong.
You were close. So currently, well. For one, we're in the materials properties, and in the gray box there is nothing. So basically, we need a new material. So now we have a material. So now, because we're in edit mode and we have uh, uh, faces selected, you can assign them to a material. So you can do what you tried to do a second ago and hit assign. Now, I would go ahead and, because we know we need 2 materials, make a second material. With the plus button is now just to the right of it.
Just to the right of what?
Your material 005. Up. Sorry, there's 2 materials 005s. Yep. And then you'll tell it new again, and then you can
Select the other stuff.
easily, yeah. But there's a easy way to do this. You see next to a sign you have select and deselect.
Yeah.
So click in the viewport and then hit A to select all.
Viewport.
Viewport is where you view the model. Yep. Okay, just down here. Hold on. Just anywhere in this box, just select in here. That way,
Oh,
it
okay.
knows
That way.
where you're at. And then in that viewport, hit A, and that'll select all. Yep. And then what you can do is you can go to material 005 and you can hit deselect.
Oh.
And that had everything assigned to it. Okay. Well, just
Maybe it was 6.
shift click.
Nope. Nope.
No, I think it's because it was the first material. It probably automatically assigned itself to everything. So just, yeah, one by one deselect some stuff. And then make sure you select 006. And then assign. Nope. Yep. Okay. That's pretty much it.
But they're both
You can
the top part of the
both
tree.
assigned to 05. I don't think so. So what you can do is select a random empty spot in the viewport and then hit select or deselect on the right. Select. Hit select. Yeah. So that's just a chunk. And then you can click a random spot and then hit select on 006. Yep. And it's just the top.
Weird. Okay.
So you can either use this tree down here. I want to show you something real quick. So your material is here's all your materials that we have in this so far, and that button's right here as well. So you can switch the material of 00 whatever just whenever.
Oh, cool. That's cool. It saves your colors.
This one is like this box. This one is this box. So this is to switch between the two that you have. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, you can use this or you can just use this. It's really up to you. It doesn't matter. This is really nice when you have like a bunch of stuff going into one thing. But for right now, I'm gonna just have you make it the simplest as possible. So we'll go to surface on the right or Shift A in the node view. Nope. The bottom half. Yeah, okay. And then you can go to shader. Yep. And then you can go to diffuse BSDF. And now, so if you drag this into that green line, it should automatically place itself between the two.
So put it in between these two.
Yeah, hold on. So it probably won't because they're both the same thing. But anyway, so diffused has 3 inputs and 1 output. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We want to take the output and attach it to the surface of the material output. Nope. No, other one. The diffuse. Yeah. And then the principal BSDF you can just delete. Because it's the same thing, just slightly more complicated. You can Control Z. Okay. Okay. And this has a roughness slider and a color wheel. So, oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I thought you hit something.
Color.
Yeah, just turn the brightness down a slight bit. Yeah. And it'll be easier to find like a brownish color. It's not really gonna be too noticeable.
Yeah.
It would if we used a different shader engine. So Blender has 2 render engines. Use step 3. I actually like the old one better. It has Eevee, which is like super quick and simple, and then it has cycles, which is as accurate as possible. Currently we're not even in a rendered view, we're just in a material view. But if you go to the rendered view, it'll be pretty similar to this one versus earlier where it was like very grainy. That was when I was using cycles. What are you trying to do?
Where do I go for render view?
Very top right of the viewer. No. Of just the model view. Here. This window.
Mm-hmm.
Very top right. These.
Oh.
These 4. You can also hit Z or hold Z. So yeah, this is the Eevee render. So it's not grainy or whatnot, but it's easy. We also don't have a light source at all, so we'll worry about that later. But if you like cycles more, what up? That swaps material. Yeah, slot 1, you want to hit slot 2 after. Yeah. But if you want to use cycles instead of Eevee, you're more than welcome to. It's just a matter of preference. I prefer cycles. I also just don't really know how to use Eevee where it looks good for the stuff I want to do.
But
Beautiful.
my trees have purple in them.
Only because you have it in edit mode. Beautiful. Look at that. The world's getting some color. What are we doing?
Kind of messing with it.
Okay. Now why don't you color that house?
Eh, eh.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Don't touch anything. So you can zoom into whatever your point is at. So eventually you're gonna zoom in and you get your point's way up here still. So you need to just kind of zoom out, bring it like to the side and pull it to center and then turn. If it's in the side, just pull it to center. Okay? And then you'll, be here. The way to move closer to things is sideways. Okay?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Well, hold on, I gotta take the mouse back. There we go. Sorry, I had to keep taking my mouse all the way to the left so that it's not causing problems.
Mm. Are you selected? Nope. Sign. Get rid of that motherfucker. I hit Control Z, it no do nothing.
What do you mean? That's fine. Just in the bottom window, add a thing, and you can add an output.
Material output.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm. Didn't do so. Sign. Why does it select the whole fucking thing?
When you hit select or deselect,
Uh,
because it's only one material, so it's automatically assigned to that one material.
I thought I assigned it to the selected areas.
Okay. That material that you made is automatically assigned. Any materials after that material are not assigned. So basically, I would just make that material like your brick or your wall, whatever. And then when you're done with that, then hit plus and assign the next material. The first material is just automatically going to be assigned to everything.
Okay. So let's do the walls. Oh. Does it always select everything else? Change the color with it?
What do you mean?
I selected the 4 walls. So shouldn't that be the only
Yeah,
thing that changes?
So what you're selecting doesn't matter. We were selecting earlier for
The second one.
assigning them originally. So right now they're all assigned. So just make the color of what you want your wall to be. Currently they're selected so they look a different color. So just look at the roof, I guess. But make the wall the color you want it to be.
Okay.
Okay.
And hit
And
a
then you'll hit the
sign.
plus. No. You'll
Plus.
hit plus to make a new material. And then new. Okay. And now select the
Just the-
faces you want assigned to that material. What are you doing?
Okay. Keeps going back to that.
Yeah, don't worry
One.
about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay. Select all the parts you want.
Okay.
Do you want the bottom of those faces too or no?
Oh yeah. Forgot about them. Oop.
Okay. Now click your second material.
Over here on the right. Or
Correct.
okay.
And then hit assign.
Sign.
Ta-da. How dare you did not change it from a principled to a diffuse.
That's right.
It's fine. You can leave it.
Too
They're
late.
literally the exact same.
I'll do it for you.
They're literally the exact same.
Yep.
You have your base color and your roughness, and they are the diffused stuff. You just simply have more options as well. That's the only difference is you have more options.
Fine.
What happened?
Nothing. I just added it back.
Okay.
Ew. That's ugly.
You designed it, so I mean, you can make it as pretty as you want.
Make it fucking ugly.
All right.
And so add.
Jesus, cannot see.
And then assign. Or no. Added. Meant to hit new.
That's okay. And now you can hit assign. Yep.
Fucking purple door. Yeah, baby. Looks like shit.
I think it looks great.
Sign. Do like a black chimney. Here's my stupid fucking house. Is it pretty?
It's beautiful.
I don't like the roof.
Okay.
That's a little better. Okay. Now what do we do?
Okay, now let's color the dock.
Um,
What?
yeah, no, just having a little bit of a tired moment. Oh no. There we go. Jesus. Beautiful. Took me a little bit to get there.
It's okay. It's okay.
Select the dock. Why is all this still here?
What?
All this other stuff to the right. Did I select something different? Cool.
I don't know why all those are there. What did we make pink or yellow?
The front door is purple.
Oh.
Back to object mode.
Maybe you have two things selected. Hold on. Yeah, you probably had it. You probably had two things selected.
My dock has things coming up out of it. Ooh. Sign. Why?
What is the question?
Why are legs selected? Why are they green?
Because that is the first material.
Ah, that's
Everything is selected.
correct. Now I get to do the fun thing. Just gonna go underwater. How do you select all those?
Oh, what?
All sides
Uh,
without having to fucking spin around.
So you can select all parts of a singular object if you um hover over it and hit L, and that'll select linked. And you don't have to hold shift or anything. If you just hover over another part and hit L, you'll select all of that too.
Okay. Sign. See. See, like a dark gray, like a brick. It did good.
It looks beautiful. Okay. What we color next?
I guess the land, I mean,
Yes.
select all the trees. Editing. Ooh. It's fugly. Fugly.
Hold on. Actually, we're gonna do this one a little differently.
Oh, yeah, though. Why does it only show my house? It's weird.
Because we're in edit mode. So there's a couple things we can do here. We can actually use like we can use like all these nodes and stuff to change the way it looks. For example, if I remember
Is there a way to make
where
the top of the mountains look like snow?
uh-huh.
Teach me. Hello, cat.
I don't think everything's not where it used to be, and I hate it so much. I think it's point. This is probably wrong. It was.
Trying. Oh,
It might just be gradient texture. Yeah, it was just gradient texture. So I can drag this and just drop it on here. It didn't work. Okay. Never mind. Anyway, put this in between. Bam. Quadratic. For how finicky all this crap is. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Oh, there's a better way of doing this. Mapping. I need a math. Where's math? Math. Not that one.
you're looking for math? It's right
Yeah,
there.
but not that one. Oh, this is what I want. Texture coordinate. Get rid of this. Well, we'll keep it. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. There we go. How do I? Yeah.
Mint.
I don't know why it's so sensitive, but there's a way to fix that. But we'll worry about it later. But basically, how do I raise this? This one? We can like do some funky stuff. So what I did was I got the texture coordinate or created a texture coordinate, chose the object as its center point, and then I used this to like reorient it. And then I told it make gradient, and then gradient color I used is friggin' these, and then it changed the base color. But basically, what I have it doing is changing the color of things based on its height. So you can make like a depth map of stuff with like just this, stuff like that. We can also put a noise texture in here. Okay, that looks terrible. Let's put it over here instead. Let go. Still looks terrible. Anyway, it does some things. I wonder. Anyway. Oh, look, it is so small. I broke it. That's that. That's not what we're gonna use though. Texture, and then image texture. Bam. New image texture. Land. New image. And now we're gonna go into texture paint. And it already has our land selected up here on our image. And we can basically draw. Ta-da. So you can either draw over here or over here. So if you can just like you can just start painting.
Kitchen.
That way you can like, if you wanted like, instead of selecting all of these, vertices or faces and it'd be jagged edge and stuff like that, you can just like paint your rock on and then like maybe paint in like a beach. Stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
So let's see your artistic ability.
Schlimm to none.
Drawing is hard. Drawing hard. Color and stuff here. It's also all up here in like the what's it called? The sculpting stuff. It's very similar. So get it. I can also hide all the trees and stuff if you want. Or actually, yeah. Because you know how to hide everything else, but the trees are under a different thingy. If you want and you're not going to use the left side at all, you can get rid of that.
Paint it all. Got the land. It's okay to miss spots because snow doesn't touch every spot.
Hmm.
Show a little penis.
What?
Looks pretty realistic ish.
I think it looks good.
And then, yeah. Stop for that greeny green.
Also, when you're selecting things and you're trying to deselect but dragging, it's control instead of shift. Not relevant to what you're doing at the moment, but just letting you know.
My ship path.
What?
It's my path.
Oh, it's beautiful. There's also like fancy brushes and stuff to make it like spotty if you want, but that's for another time.
How do I center myself?
I got it. Continue. Generally, like if you zoom in
Oh.
too much, just zoom out, and then I like how it kind of goes around that tree there, but the tree's not.
There.
It's okay. Why don't you go to top down view? So like hit Z up there on the top right. Yeah, and then You'll have to shift middle to pan around.
Ain't no grass growing next to my house. It ain't gotta be perfect. Oh. Should probably do like another path going off this way. Yeah. Sure.
Looks great.
It's fucking bent, bro. It looks fucking terrible. Very cool, huh? Cool. It's like a little beach area. Well, what'd you think?
I think it looks good.
Now, what do we do?
That's pretty much it.
And just change it back to
Object mode. Actually, just on the very top where it says layout, modeling, scripting, sculpting, or whatever, hit layout. That's the default layout. It's the far left one. Yep. There you go. And now you can go into material view. You don't need to go back into painting. You're done painting. So now you can change the render view.
where do I do that at?
Admire your piece of art.
Oh, is that up here?
Yep.
I look so fucking stupid. I love it.
It's beautiful. And now we can go into rendered view instead of material view.
Ooh.
And it's very dark. So let's shift A in the middle of our view. And create a light source. Yeah.
Sun.
Sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things at a time. I got distracted.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Nice. I think my sun is under the map.
So the fun part about a sun is it doesn't matter where it is. It simply matters where it's pointing. Okay. Lego. On the properties panel on the right, click the bright orange one.
Right, orange one.
The properties panel, which is on the right side, bottom panel.
In this area?
Yeah, there's an orange, bright orange icon on the left of that panel. Yep,
Object?
And then go to transform. Yep. And then mess with the rotation there. That's location. Yeah, see? Now, if you want, you can also pick the sun up, like here. Just sun, G, move it somewhere. And then what you're messing with this thing, which points it to whatever physically you're pointing it at. So it makes it easier to aim if you want.
Yeah.
But you can just, when you're lost, use that. Yeah. So there's a sun. Now you have a sun.
Nice.
Suns are ugly in my opinion. So usually also, so the sun is going to be literally everywhere. But like, you can light things and look at how pretty they are. And then you can render them out as pretty pictures. Now, currently, we're in Eevee, which, if you mess with materials, it'll look better. But cycles with like shadows and stuff always looks better. Look at that beautiful house in the light.
It's beautiful. Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not much else to teach you there. Now it's just do it again.
Yes.
It'd probably look less meh if everything wasn't shiny. Actually, oops, sorry, I moved the mouse. If I do this, nope, this one. You'll get your like polygon look back.
Oh,
I don't know if you wanted it or not, but
it's pretty cool.
it was a thing I changed a long time ago. But you made this world. This is your world. And how you can destroy it.
I can do
Make a
anything.
tornado and just or something. I don't know. Make sure you save, please.
Control S.
Yes. But now we can like export this whole thing or just look at its beauty or just render out an image
Take all my pictures.
like the things I showed you earlier or that one day we were at work
Yeah.
where it was just an image but rendered it out to look all pretty.